The last time Jason Voorhees graced the screen, Barack Obama had just taken office as president, Michael Jackson was alive, and Scream and Evil Dead were still trilogies. After 16 long years, the man behind the mask is back in Sweet Revenge, a 15-minute short film that's ultimately an ad for Angry Orchard, but the Hardcider's integration is no more egregious than your average movie product placement. And with a 15-minute runtime, the project is a lot more substantial than the glorified commercial many feared it would be when it was announced. Sweet Revenge is written and directed by Mike P. Nelson, who previously rebooted Wrong Turn in a refreshing way, had some of the most creative work in VHS 85, and has a remake of Silent Night Deadly Night coming later this year. He doesn't try to reinvent the wheel here, just delivering a love letter to the Friday the 13th franchise. Rather than a bunch of cheap fan service and Easter eggs, we get something that genuinely embraces the feel of a vintage Friday movie. Even the lighting evokes the 80s installments, where you can actually see what's happening at night, and the score perfectly emulates the textured orchestral styles of Harry Manfredini. Like the prologue to the 2009 Friday the 13th reboot, Sweet Revenge streamlines the summer camp slasher formula into a fast-paced vignette. Four friends rent a cabin in the woods by Crystal Lake, and it's not long before Jason shows up. He's played by stunt coordinator Skylar White, who previously played a masked killer in Haunt. This version of Jason harkens back to the earlier Friday the 13th movies before he was an undead monster. In addition to his trusty machete, Jason gets creative with his kills, utilizing things like a boat motor and an apple corer, all pulled off with practical effects. The new mask has been criticized by fans since its reveal. I have the Spirit Halloween version here, but I think it looks a lot better in action on screen with cinematic lighting. That said, I don't place a ton of importance on the look. This is coming from a guy who loves Halloween 4, as long as the movie's good, and Sweet Revenge is indeed pretty sweet. It leaves you wanting more, and hopefully this puts a new feature on the fast track. Sweet Revenge is a promising step in the right direction that should restore any lost faith in the franchise and tide fans over until the Crystal Lake prequel series.